What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedTopsAgency.com, 23 years, selling full-time on eBay. And don't even get me started about what the hell went on overnight and what's going on right now. But I'll get into that second. Baby girls in the house. Let's go first. We're going to do a little positive first, then we're going to go negative. All right, so I think positive. Let me check. We're going to check yesterday's numbers, see how yesterday played out on eBay. And then I'm going to do a little venting. All right, let's go with, we're in the media store right now. Any international sales overnight? Nope. Or yesterday, I should say. Nope, none. But let's get out the old calcy. So the media store yesterday, 27th, made it over 500. So 591. 0.80 plus. All right, so good there, good there. 43 items sold. And now we go to the clothing store, which seemed like more of a battle, but we did get up to $339. 338.66 equals. So good numbers yesterday. $929.46. Besides the day before, this keeps us up there. The day before was what, 500 and something? I don't know, 600? Was it? It didn't even hit 600, did it? I don't remember, but it was pitiful. So pitiful that that money went into my bank today. $24. 76,000 items on eBay, and my payday for that day was $24. Well, that was just one store. The other one was $235, so technically more, but I'm guessing my offsite ads probably came out that day too, and probably took that number down, helped take that number down even more. So I haven't looked, but that would be my guess. But so $900 yesterday. So nice bounce back from the pathetic day before. But overnight, nothing. I mean, as of 8 o'clock this morning, nothing. No sales, no offers, nothing. Nothing. So that would be 6 hours into the new day, because my midnight California time is 2 a.m. So 6 hours with nothing through. But it stems back a little bit farther than that. One store, I believe, would have been, when I looked, I think one store was 9 hours, one store was 11 hours with nothing. But eBay wouldn't do that. eBay wouldn't suppress your sales for no reason. Well, no, I'm thinking it was maintenance. Maintenance. That's what happens when they do maintenance. So, and pattern. I like patterns. You like patterns? Until 8 a.m. 8 a.m., cha-ching, cha-ching. And now we're at 8:13, cha-ching. So nothing for 9 to 11 hours, but 8 a.m. starts, which would be 6 a.m. California time, 3 cha-chings in 13 minutes. And if that don't tell you something, I can't explain it any more obvious. Just can't. Can't. 76,000 items, 0 offers, buys for 9 to 11 hours. 8 o'clock starts, 3 and 13 minutes. Now my question will be, how will the day end up? Will it index properly for me today and feel like another $900 day? We'll see. Still have these maintenance shutdowns overnight consistently, where I'll have big blocks with nothing, but I have a nice bounce back to the day. So hopefully that will stay true for the weekend. Hopefully it'll be like last weekend and not the weekend prior to that. The weekend prior to that was pure trash. Yeah. Weekend prior to that was pure trash. Like a $200 day and a not even $200 day on March 7th and March 9th. So hopefully it won't repeat that weekend. That was the worst one in quite a while. I don't know. Last Sunday was pretty bad. $145. Oh, well, I'm looking at the one store, the clothing store. Need to look at the other one to get a fairer assessment. But still, $300 there. Yeah, still pretty awful. So hopefully it'll be like last weekend, which was much higher. 6, 5, and 4 on that one. So.
I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying to you? I just can't explain to you. I've been really trying really hard for the last 3 years to try to explain things to you, and I just can't do it because this eBay won't explain it to us, so I can't explain it to you, and it's just one loophole after another loophole, and we just go down this rabbit hole, and when we go down that rabbit hole, we know what happens. You've seen Alice in Wonderland, and it just doesn't make any sense. Does it?
So, as of 8:15 this morning, I now have $31 there and $18 there. All within 13 minutes. So, hopefully it'll be a bounce back. Be nice to have my $200 overnight sales back again so I can have $1,200 days consistently. $1,100 to $1,200 days consistently. Would be nice. Would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like me. All right. I was invited onto a podcast, so I was given the time and the days. So I got to make sure there's no interactions with any Blues games. Because we're killing it right now. Killing it. Finding a way to kill it. Even on our worst game yesterday, in the last 8, we still found a way to win. Yeah. This team feels like 2019 team. At least the way they're playing. But actually, I think they're playing a little bit smarter than 2019. 2019 team was more pound and ground to win, where I feel this team has had a little bit more smarter, a little bit more talent as opposed to the 2019, which could make them a little bit more dangerous than the 2019 team. So as long as they can keep it rolling, keep that spirit up, I think they're gonna give it a hell of a shot this year. I'll be surprised if they don't at this point, which is weird because before the break, I was 99% sure that my season was over. That's the beauty. You just never know. I should have learned from 2019 going from last place to first place. So I should learn those things better. Learned them. All right. So I don't have very much to ship here. So I guess we'll get started. So I got 3 here, not counting the one that just sold that I did not pull. And speaking of blues, 2 of them are blues items. When a team's going good, my stuff sells. Now if the Cardinals, they won their first game. So hopefully I'll get some Cardinal sales this weekend. First up, we got the Blues hat, sold for $6.50, headed out to Fenton, Missouri. Hopefully. Chris. Next up, God, Guns, and Money. Tank top. Crooks and Castle. Sold for $8, headed to Rockaway, New Jersey. Not to be confused with Rockaway Beach, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's the same place. Maybe. I don't know. Does Rockaway, New Jersey have a Rockaway Beach? I don't know. Alex. And lastly on this store, blue shirt. Sold for $10.50, headed to Westfield, New Jersey. The Blues. The Blues. The one thing, like, I've watched a lot of Blues hockey. I mean, every game for decades. It's the only team that I have noticed when they go out of town, you can hear "Let's Go Blues" chants on TV. Like, I've never heard that with any other TV team going out of their state and hearing that, where you can hear it almost every place with the Blues. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think the biggest factor to that is before cable and all that, is the location of St. Louis and the local stations used to broadcast the games, like on AM, FM, because it can reach down into Arkansas, past Arkansas, and up like to Wisconsin. So it was like a huge radius of places that didn't have hockey or baseball that were fans of the Cardinals because of the broadcast on the radio. And I think that's carried over through generations of families. That's it for there. I think this weekend I'm putting most of the time into the clothing store this weekend. Clothing, shoes, and hats, and toys. I want to get those sales more consistent near 500. I'm going to take a look and see what the average has been. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. I need scan form. Build some walls again. Next up, the media store, Got 8 orders over here.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. I won't be home till 9.
Okay. Got one to go on to UK. Right. First up, Joy Oldican CD. Sold for $5. Headed to Las Cruces, New Mexico, something like that. Where is me a black cherry? I guess I could use that one. 9 o'clock. Grab it. Alright. James. Next up, the call into the woods cassette tape. Sold for $5. Headed to Missouri City, Texas. Cardone. Next up, we got Jesus Jones. CD. So far, $4.50. Headed to Miami, Florida. Doink. Juan. Alright, I'm curious to see what the USPS is going to do now that dumbass has stepped down. 70s Greatest Rock Hits on cassette, sold for $4, headed to Las Vegas. I hope it doesn't go crazy in the wrong direction. Or more in the wrong direction, I should say. Yes. Next up, are you ready for a CD lot? 4 Preps CD. So this one was $18.50. Signed on the inside. We've got Big Runa signed. This one was $14.50. The Witness, that was $8. And Curtis Chapman signed, that was $20. Buy 2 get 2 free probably was used. It is Friday, so I think I might go and look for some sales while I'm out and about. Look for some quick flip items. Mark. Next up, we got Reader Rabbit's second grade PC learning thingy gamey thingy. So for $6, headed to Anderson, South Carolina. Anderson, South Carolina. South Carolina. South Carolina. Arena. And the last one over here for US, Buddy Childers Big Band. Cassette sold for $6.50, headed to Chicago. Shawtown. Dude, the last 3 nights has, when I woke up, you know, you remember your dreams when you wake up. That's when you remember them. People who say they never dream don't wake up in the middle of a dream, so they don't remember them. So the last 3 nights had to do with me on a highway. Like I don't remember the first night. The second night, I was going up to Chicago, and Billy Corgan was driving. I don't even like the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm like, how the hell did Billy Corgan get in my dream? I don't even think about Smashing Pumpkins or Billy Corgan. Like, how? What? Huh? How are you driving me to Chicago? Weird. And then last night, it felt like I was coming back from like a Chicago. I was coming back from north. And there was a lot of military going north. So I don't know what. It was just weird. And there's something else happened on the highway too, but I'm not recalling that at the moment. There's a lot more intricacy to it than just those simple things. Like the one with Billy Corgan, we pulled out of like this huge like auto repair building. It was mine. And it's just one of those big metal buildings with the big garage doors, and had like 10 garage doors. So he jumped in the driver's seat. I jumped in the passenger, and he pulled out. And usually I'm the one that has to drive. I love to drive. I just love to drive. So, and I like being in control. I don't want to, if I'm going to die, I want to be the one at the wheel. I don't want to be in a passenger seat and die. But he pulled out with such like confidence. I'm like, oh, maybe he's okay to drive. He just pulled out backwards from there. And then I'm like, well, if you stop over here, and it was something, I want to say Purina gas station. It was weird. And I'll go ahead and take over driving. He goes, and I'm like, I'll take over driving since I like to drive. And he says something like, oh, I got it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, because I felt confidence that way he backed out of the place. So I was okay sitting in the driver's seat. It was weird. But there was other little things too that I can't remember. It was like when I pulled out, my first thought was I need to close up the shop. I need to close all the doors. But then that went away with either there's people there working who will close it up, or it'll be okay, or something. Just weird thoughts. But anyway, I don't know. There's just a lot of weird highway dreams last 3 nights. Bill. I'm gonna Google that. Hold on a minute. Print labels. Boom. 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 Two items to resurface. We got KLF cassette single. Headed to the UK. Sold for $5. Alrighty, let's do that one. Let me play a little bit here. Dreams. Wrong way. I'll just put dreams involving highways can symbolize a sense of direction, control, or a journey through life, with variations depending on the specific elements of the dream, such as driving off the path or feeling lost. Weren't driving off the path, wasn't feeling lost. Definitely felt solid, secure, with just a lot of weird stuff going on. I'll take that. With direction and control. That kind of fits into my headspace right now, actually, if you think about it. If I'm looking for a reason or explanation or whatever, it plays right into that. And then I was going to see my average on the clothing store for the while. Let's see. Let's take March as a whole since it's almost over. $9079.83 divided by 27, $336 a day. Let's try the week and see if we've increased this week. We'll do Monday through yesterday. So 336. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So divided by 4, 396. So about 400 this week average there. So if I spend the weekend doing that, I might be able to get that average up a little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. What is my, headed into the weekend, what is my overall average per day? So we got the 1586 point. Monday through there. 2017 equals divided by 4. So we're still a little bit above, even with that crappy day, still a little bit above last week's average of 869, I believe it was. So if I have a good weekend, we shall beat it. So we'll see how eBay's going to play out this weekend. So I don't know. Overnight was not a good sign. It's been the worst overnight into morning of the week. So that's for sure. All right, so I got these two things to resurface. We're at 8:40. So I'm gonna go check some yard sales after I go to the post office, see if I can find anything, just for the hell of it. And yeah, that's it. All right. I'll probably see another video today at some point. So thanks everybody. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.